Newport News in Review with Aaron Pritchett starts right now.
Hello, I'm Aaron Pritchett, and welcome to a brand new edition of Newport News in Review. Don't let the record-breaking heat keep you from enjoying the many great activities that this city has to offer. Playful parks, magnificent museums, and not to be overlooked, some of America's greatest neighborhoods, and one in particular that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. This neighborhood helped pioneer modern-day urban planning. We're here in Historic Hilton Village, located along Main Street and Warwick Boulevard in the Midtown section of Newport News. You may pass through here each and every day. A few blocks of small town inside a big city. Well known for its 25-mile-per-hour speed limit. Infamous as that is, to some it's a special place with a sort of magical charm. Comfortable, quaint, a little community that stands out. Historic Hilton Village has a small-town America appeal for the hundreds of families that for so long have called it home. Did you know that more than a century ago, Hilton helped set the tone for the planning of modern-day communities? 1917 and World War I was in full swing, prompting Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company to hire thousands of workers to push their production of naval ships into overdrive. But with the influx of people to the area, a severe housing shortage soon emerged. Shipyard President Homer Ferguson appeared before Congress to stress the impact that the lack of housing was having on ship production. And in doing so, the U.S. Shipping Board was provided funding of $1.2 million and the authorization to create a comprehensive emergency housing shortage program. The first project was on 200 acres of pre-Civil War farmland known as Hilton in Warwick County, Virginia, just on the outskirts of the urbanized city limits of Newport News and on the banks of the James River. Only a few miles away from the shipyard, this project would be one like no one had ever seen before, led by a team of highly specialized planners and architects, including the notable Harvard University landscape architect Henry Vincent Hubbard. They focused on taking this rectangular piece of land, designing a main street running through its center, and smaller cross streets running parallel to what was then Warwick County Road. The 14 English village-style homes that would be built were designed with the homeowner in mind, thanks to input from the wives of shipbuilders who wanted comfort and efficiency. With an estimated cost for site development and building each home at $3,200, construction began in the spring of 1918 with the clearing of thick woodlands and intense layout development. They paid close attention to offering the soon-to-be residents access to a wide array of city services. Plans for a firehouse, a library, an elementary school, and the installation of tracks for a streetcar line between the city and the county. In 1921, Hilton Village was purchased from the United States Shipping Board by Henry Huntington, chairman of the board at Newport News Shipbuilding, and the nation's first federal warehousing project was complete. With close to 500 picturesque single homes, duplexes, and multi-family row houses that were all built in their own special way, families now had the perfect place to call home. The plan had 14 randomly distributed architectural variations, creating a high-quality, harmonious, village-like neighborhood that would not only hold its value after the war, but would last for many years to come. Originally rental units, during the 1920s, the residents of Hilton were offered the opportunity of home ownership, creating and building a community spirit that still lives on today. Through the years, generations of residents have been participants and witnesses to many historic changes in Hilton Village, making lasting memories for the hundreds of families settled in this charming community. Its workforce helped build the battle wagons that made America victorious during 2 world wars, and their vote was crucial in deciding the issue of consolidation between the cities of Warwick and Newport News in 1958. An elementary school, a library, a community theater, a strong commercial district, and an historic fire station, all the building blocks of Hilton Village, and the cornerstone of its rich heritage. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places and named a great place in America's neighborhoods, the residents will tell you it's more than just the buildings, it's the heart and the joy of the families that live here, past and present, that make it such a special place. We are proud to feature Historic Hilton Village and encourage you to come see for yourself the history and the unique charm this community brings to our fine city. Well, there's a lot to get to, so let's take a look at what's ahead on this edition of Newport News in Review. An exclusive inside look at the new Denbigh Community Center under construction. DMV locations are on the move, and they bring out all the trucks for our show.
The City of Newport News is serious about going green. As one of the city's strategic 8 priorities, everywhere you go, you'll see evidence of Newport News' commitment to sustainable local policies. Recycling. Newport News achieves participation rates 30% above the state mandate. A Buy Green purchasing policy. Environmentally friendly new construction. Setting goals to use 50% recycled materials. Water conservation projects. A community garden for our citizens. And Newport News is the first in Hampton Roads to initiate the use of propane-fueled city cars. Honored with numerous awards for its leadership in going green, Newport News' NN Green is part of the city's strategic 8 priorities, focused on redoubling, consolidating, and launching new initiatives to sustain our environment and save money. Be a part of NN Green. Find out how at nngov.com/nngreen. Newport News, where green things are happening.
This is Newport News in Review.
Our Newport News Fire Department is now the proud owner of some brand new state-of-the-art EMS and fire equipment, pieces they had a hand in designing.
Today we are here to show off the newest additions to our fleet. We have added 3 engines, 2 medic units, and a new tower to the fire department apparatus fleet since January the 1st. And we wanted to be able to show you what City Council's commitment and the City Manager's commitment to the city means as far as public safety is concerned. The biggest thing when we look at our fleet replacement plan is that after a certain number of years it becomes more and more expensive to maintain heavy apparatus. The fact that this equipment gets used sporadically means it doesn't get run like a normal vehicle. It goes from a cold start to wide open and may sit there and idle for 2 hours, which is very hard on the engine. So what we have done with vehicle services is created a fleet replacement plan where we maintain all of our apparatus for 10 years as frontline trucks. And then we try to get another 5 years out of them as reserve trucks, and then we move them out of the fleet. So at that point we have to purchase new equipment. To get the fleet plan fully implemented means that we have to buy a couple of extra trucks to get cycled up where we need to be. And we're able to get some great pricing on current contracts that are out there and negotiate volume discounts to save the city money doing it. March of this year, we took delivery on 3 engines. All 3 engines now come with inboard foam systems. And for us to have the ability to use Class A foam when we're trying to fight a fire allows us to use less water to put those fires out, which lessens the amount of water damage and lessens the recovery time for the homeowner or the business owner when they've got to go back and rebuild after a fire. The front intake was a thought that our apparatus committee had, and when they went up to the factory to talk to them initially when they had the engineering conference, they actually asked them about it, and they were able to engineer in the bumper that intake design. And while other purchasers were up there looking at their trucks in various stages of construction, they actually looked at the bumper on ours and liked it, and now they're actually marketing that as another addition to the Pierce fleet. Having the hose out in the front means that the pump operator does not have a 5-inch intake hose around their feet that they have to step over every time they have to move around. It gives the operator a much safer platform to operate on. And then in May of this year, we received the tower. The tower will replace one of the current units that are in service. The reserve that's in service now was purchased in 1984, so we've gotten our money out of that one. That one will be moved out of the fleet. This one will go into frontline service, and one of the older frontline towers will go into reserve status. Now for the medic units, we typically get a 5-year fleet life on those because running 25,000 calls a year, we put a lot of miles and a lot of hours on those engines. We try not to keep them until they're problems. We try to keep them as long as they're serviceable and they can be maintained efficiently. And we have determined that a 5-year service life is just about where we want to be on a frontline medic. We hold it for another 2 years as a reserve, and then we move them out of the fleet. I think it's important for the citizen to understand that City Council understands how important public safety is. City Council is committed to providing the fire department and the personnel with the resources that we need to be able to do our jobs effectively and efficiently and safely. The new apparatus provides us the safest working platform that we can get today. It provides the citizen with the safest ability for us to respond to them in their time of need. And it also should make the citizen proud that their tax dollars are being spent and being dedicated to public safety. And that's something that we should all be proud of.
The outside of our newest city landmark is shaping up nicely, but the progress on the inside is what you can't see, except right here on Newport News in Review. Stay tuned, a tour of the progress of the new Denbigh Community Center coming up next.
Stay connected to Newport News with nngov.com, the website that keeps you up to date on city departments, services, and the news happening around town. When it's time to pay your taxes, your water bill, even your parking tickets, pay them all online. There are even times when nngov.com will pay you. A pickup or a permit, a book or boating. It's all just a click away at nngov.com. And now on nngov.com is a whole new way to see Newport News Television. You'll find links to watch your government at work with city council meetings and planning commission meetings live, shows that highlight community events, what to see, and what's making news around town. Hundreds of new and archived local programs are just a click away. If it's happening in Newport News and you can't watch it on TV, then watch it here, 24/7 on nntv.nngov.com.
This is Newport News in Review.
I feel like a little kid when I come here a lot. You know, I get excited every time I see it. I see the progress that's going on, from the walls being built to the windows being put in, the HVAC system being run, so as you can feel, it's nice and cool in here now. So it's really exciting. Honestly, I come up here at least a couple times a week, and every time I come up here, something new is finished and ready to go, so it's really exciting to see. Planning for this, really honestly, we're dealing with it every day. And there's multiple people on Parks and Rec, engineering, pretty much all throughout the city that are dealing with this every day, just to make sure we get things right, going back and forth and double checking ourselves, so we can offer, you know, a quality facility and quality programs here. And we're really excited to offer this community center in this area of the city. It's going to kind of add to our other community centers we have at the other ends of the city and kind of just put everything together, make a nice complete puzzle. And I'm real excited to show you the teen center that we have here. This is the only teen center that we have right now, drop-in teen center in the city. Probably we'll have pool tables, your foosball tables. We have our computer lab over there, which they'll be able to do homework, play games, that type of thing on, just kind of come in and relax as well. And then on this wall over here is going to be our 4 big screen TVs for our gaming systems. And as you can see, this is one of the prize pieces of the center. This is our double gymnasium. A lot of work is getting done in here right now. They are currently sanding the floors. They just had the floor put in last week. You can see most of the basketball goals are up. We still need 2 more on this gym. Scoreboards are up, so a lot's going on in here to try to get this done. Well, we are taking this seriously. We definitely are. Back when we initially planned this, we sent out surveys to the community. We got a lot of those back, so we're taking a lot of those into consideration and going through those ideas and hopefully being able to offer those types of programs that people are wanting. And we're just trying to offer a wide array of everything as well. Weekly planning meetings as far as, you know, what exactly is going to take place in here, what groups have contacted us recently to see if they can get room in here. So it's really changing every week as far as what might actually end up in here.
This project for myself began last summer. Reality is, it was 2 or 3 years in the planning stages. You know, it's not something that you just say, okay, give us a building, poof, there it is. There are a lot of things that have to be considered. The land acquisition in this particular area, we've had a small amount of wetlands that was involved in the backland of the parking lot. So you have to go through DEQ, you know, and all those different agencies. So a lot of times it takes a whole lot longer to get built. So it has been a long time in coming. But I think the kids and the adults in the area are really going to enjoy it once it's up.
We plan on opening sometime in the fall. As of right now, we're looking for sometime in October, ideally. But with things going on, you never know, it could get pushed back a week or 2. However, I do believe that contractors are on schedule, and we should be opening sometime right around then.
The City of Newport News is serious about going green. As one of the city's strategic 8 priorities, everywhere you go, you'll see evidence of Newport News' commitment to sustainable local policies. Recycling. Newport News achieves participation rates 30% above the state mandate. A Buy Green purchasing policy. Environmentally friendly new construction. Setting goals to use 50% recycled materials. water conservation projects, a community garden for our citizens, and Newport News is the first in Hampton Roads to initiate the use of propane-fueled city cars. Honored with numerous awards for its leadership in going green, Newport News' NN Green is part of the city's Strategic 8 priorities, focused on redoubling, consolidating, and launching new initiatives to sustain our environment and save money. Be a part of NN Green. Find out how at nngov.com/nngreen. Newport News, where green things are happening.
You're watching Newport News in Review with Aaron Pritchett.
City Hall is getting a DMV office, a mobile one. DMV To Go is setting up shop every other month, providing a variety of driver-related services, all from one very convenient location.
In addition to assessing local taxes, which is a primary responsibility of the Commissioner of Revenue's office, we provide a lot of services. One of them being state income tax preparation. We also handle the application processing for the real estate tax deferral program for our elderly and disabled. We also handle the real estate tax exemption program for our disabled veterans. Our DMV Select services are also a big part of what we do when it comes to a one-stop shop for our customers, and it's been very successful. We've been doing it at Newport News now. Our satellite office started about 5 years ago. Our downtown office took it over about 2 or 3 years ago, and it's been wildly successful. With the DMV Select and the Commissioner Treasurer's office, we only do the vehicle transactions, but what we found is that citizens come into a DMV, they also need that driver's license transactions. So what DMV in Richmond has done has offered out a DMV To Go unit, which supplements not only their local offices, but the DMV Select at the Commissioner Treasurer's office. So with these mobile units that come in every other month, it just added an added convenience for taxpayers. So they're going to all the localities. They're going to the rural areas where there's minimal access to DMV offices, and they're going to the big cities that have the volume of people that need the service.
Good afternoon, welcome to DMV.
Hi.
Hello, how can we help you?
Hi, thanks. The DMV To Go services started back in January of 2011 by our Commissioner, Rick Holcomb. And we are a full-service DMV. We actually have 5 units on the road, and we travel the whole state of Virginia. So we are full-service DMV that we provide driver's license, ID cards. We also do vehicle work such as registrations, titles. We also do road tests if needed. We also can test students or those who need a driver's license or a learner's permit or a motorcycle permit. We also issue commercial driver's license. We do not, however, do the road test for the commercial driver's license. We'll also, take your picture if needed for your driver's license, give you a vision screening if needed. We're full service and we pretty much do it all. It's a wonderful thing to actually come to you and you not have to come to us. And also for us to come out and to set up and to service the community is a wonderful thing for everyone. Not just for those who are shut in, but for those who, hey, DMV closes at a certain time and we can't get off. So, hey, we'll park in your parking lot and you can come and visit us anytime you can.
Was there anything else we could help you with today?
DMV To Go will be providing supplemental service at our downtown office on the 4th Tuesday of every other month from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it's an exciting partnership with DMV. We look for more good things to come. We want to expand it, and we take any citizen comments, whether negative or positive. Let us know what you want and what we can do better to serve you.
Stay connected to Newport News with nngov.com, the website that keeps you up to date on city departments, services, and the news happening around town. When it's time to pay your taxes, your water bill, even your parking tickets, pay them all online. There are even times when nngov.com will pay you. A pickup or a permit, a book or boating. It's all just a click away at nngov.com. And now on nngov.com is a whole new way to see Newport News Television. You'll find links to watch your government at work with city council meetings and planning commission meetings live, shows that highlight community events, what to see, and what's making news around town. Hundreds of new and archived local programs are just a click away. If it's happening in Newport News and you can't watch it on TV, then watch it here, 24/7 on nntv.nngov.com.
A community comes together for a long-standing summer tradition along Main Street in historic Hilton Village.
Welcome to the annual 4th of July Hilton Village 4th of July parade. Thank y'all for coming out. Beautiful day, great turnout. This is 4th of July Americana Patriotic Main Street, USA. It doesn't get any closer.
Happy 4th of July!
This parade has been going on for many decades, and it's just a great community neighborhood event, all about the kids and neighbors and community.
Andy, wave to the camera.
The beauty of this is a lot of people have grown up in this neighborhood and community. They move on, get married, move out of state, and we have so many people that come back every year. It's almost like a homecoming where they're raising a family and they want to bring their kids to experience this. We have a lot of people that call months in advance saying, hey, parade's still on, and we said, yep, same time, same place, same parade route. So it really re-energizes me as a citizen and member of the community that people do care, they are patriotic, they will come out to things that they feel are important, and it brings a sense of unity and patriotism that is definitely alive and well in this community.
Feels like small town America, you know, like what you imagine our parents growing up with, and I feel like we captured a couple generations of history here today.
It's wonderful. It's a dream come true. My entire life I said, once I have children, you know, they'll be in the parades and they'll be dressing up and having breakfast and all the things that we do. So it's just, we love coming here every year.
Well, it's fantastic to see the kids and the residents come together on the 4th of July holiday. They could be anywhere doing anything, but they choose to come together as a community and celebrate this nation's independence. And for us to be a part of that is truly, for us, one of the highlights of the year.
It is fantastic. You know, Hilton Village always has a special place in my heart. The people of this community and stuff like that, and they're just, you know, really nice, homegrown people who really love their community, and it gives you a small town atmosphere and all. And riding that old fire truck almost made me feel like I was back at home again, you know, because it's an old vintage just like old Santa is, you know. Ho, ho, ho!
I like the 4th of July because I think that it's very special because we all get to have freedom, and if we didn't have freedom, we wouldn't have any of this.
I can't think of anything better to do as an American and a citizen to be standing in Main Street, USA, and in a patriotic 4th of July parade.
Hilton is a special community with a great history. We hope you find time to come and explore for yourselves. Thanks for watching. And don't forget you can watch this edition of Newport News and Review and all of our other great programs on our brand new website at nntv.nngov.com. For up-to-the-date program information and behind-the-scenes scoop from Newport News TV, like us on Facebook. And now we end the show with a bang, the sights and sounds of the annual Stars in the Sky celebration from beautiful Victory Landing Park.
Stay connected to Newport News with nngov.com, the website that keeps you up to date on city departments, services, and the news happening around town. When it's time to pay your taxes, your water bill, even your parking tickets, pay them all online. There are even times when nngov.com will pay you. A pickup or a permit, a book or boating. It's all just a click away at nngov.com. And now on nngov.com is a whole new way to see Newport News Television. You'll find links to watch your government at work with City Council meetings and Planning Commission meetings live, shows that highlight community events, what to see, and what's making news around town. Hundreds of new and archived local programs are just a click away. If it's happening in Newport News and you can't watch it on TV, then watch it here, 24/7 on nntv.nngov.com.